Hey everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and welcome to a Sims 2 renovation video. Now, this is the Goth house that I'm renovating, you guys. I am finally renovating the Goths. This is the last pre-made family house that's in my Renovating Pleasant View series in The Sims 2. I've been working on it since about August. Now, this isn't the last house that I'm going to be renovating, like, in general in The Sims 2, or in the Pleasant View, I should say, but it is the last pre-made family house. I have like one or two, maybe three other houses that I do want to renovate on camera, which is just a random house, and that already was in the neighborhood, and it's for the Burb family, and I plan on renovating one or two of the bigger houses. Well, one of the houses that's pretty big, I want to renovate. It's like, I would say it's like an end game house, like when you know your Sims have made it, essentially. It's like one of the huge houses that has like 3 floors and like all these rooms, and it's really nice. I plan on making it into an apartment, actually. I want to make it into an apartment building. Like, you know those houses that have been like, those big older houses that have been converted into apartments? Yeah, I actually kind of live in one of those. It's like an old house that was basically a family home but is now renovated into an apartment. But yeah, so I plan on doing that, and I also want to do, it was in like the house bin. It's like a Pleasant, I think it was like Pleasant View Apartments or something like that. It's basically in the style that the condos are, the ones that like Dina and Dina and Nita Caliante and Don Lothario live in. It's kind of in that style, so I want to renovate it according to that. But yeah, basically what I did with this house was I made it a little bit more Victorian, I guess. I added a little octagonal turret. I gave it more of a wraparound porch that you guys see me working on right now. I had a lot of issues with the roofing in this house. I didn't know how I wanted to do the roofing. Like, I had an idea and then I did it and it didn't turn out very nice. It looked weird. So I basically I redid it more than a couple times, and I didn't even decide, like, I didn't even record myself doing it as many times as I did. Basically just show you guys some of the roofing that I did for the porch, which even that gave me a lot of trouble. My game crashed quite a few times. My computer's been having a lot of weird issues lately, and I'm kind of worried for it because I'm in like no place right now where I can afford to fix it if something were to go wrong. That's like one of my biggest fears. My computer breaks and I don't have a job at the current moment to like that I can spend whatever I might need to get like new parts or anything like that. That's like one of my biggest worries. But yeah, I live a great life. I don't have to worry about that. No, if I like were to share my fears, my real life fears on this, on a video, you guys would be like, oh my god, this girl is scared of everything. Essentially. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I decided to give this house I didn't renovate it a lot. I gave a little bit of an extension in that turret, and I changed some of the rooms, and upstairs I gave, like, the attic area, I gave it a whole new look. That's like mainly the only additive that I gave. I took out the bathroom on the main floor. I made it a little bit smaller. I made it quite small, and I made an office downstairs, but I kept the living room and the kitchen in the same place and dining room in the same place. And then upstairs I kind of renovated the bathroom a little bit. I ended up taking the bathroom that was attached to Alexander Goth's room out and made it like a little area where you can like actually go upstairs. I took the main staircase out to go up to the attic, and I took the the rooftop balcony out. But yeah, I really do like how I renovated the house. Mortimer and Cassandra essentially changed rooms. Oh wait, I added a bathroom across from Cassandra's room, her old room, and then so I did that. And this house is up to download, so if you want to download it, go and check the link in the description below. I'm really excited to finally, I won't say basically be done, because I still have a couple of things I need to do, but I'm really excited for like the fact that I'll actually finally be able to play with these families in their new houses with their new looks. I'm really excited. I actually I don't know if you guys are new here, or if you're just like, if you're new or you've been watching this series for the past little bit, but I have mentioned in different videos that I want to like I want to play with these guys in my own kind of personal time, and well, not just the like this house, but like this neighborhood save in my own personal time, in my own personal time kind of thing. And I plan on including like this, like I plan on like including all the pictures and stuff I take on my SimBlr or my Tumblr, which is basically my Sims related Tumblr. And I'm really excited about that because I absolutely I just love SimBlrs that share stories. I might do it over on my website as well. So I'm just really excited. I have a lot of stories like the way I want these like the plots to go down, and I talked about it in my last house renovation, which was the Pleasant house. I mentioned that I want the sisters to become witches, and their grandmother's moving in, their grandparents are moving in with them, and I'm excited for that just because like I don't know, it's just gonna be really interesting. I'm excited to play that storyline out. I know a lot of you guys really like that, so I'm gonna kind of share what I have planned for the Goths. I kind of just really thought about it, to be honest. Like I thought about it earlier today when I was watching someone's Let's Play, and they were playing The Sims 2 Pleasant View as well, and they were in the Goth house, and I didn't bite any ideas off of them, but like in her Let's Play, I believe it is Carissa Sims, I think her name is, and she has a Pleasant View Let's Play, and she was playing with the Goths, and they have a butler, and I was like, I kind of want to like bring so Dina is gonna be married to Mortimer, or they got engaged. They're gonna get engaged and everything, but when she moves in, I'm gonna make it where like they hire, it's either gonna be a butler or it's gonna be Don Lothario, and I'm kind of excited because I think I might make it Don Lothario. Might give more interest to like more of a, I don't know, more of a thing with Don Lothario, or it could be the butler. But what I'm thinking of doing basically is making the like Don and Dina to like plot how they're gonna get the Goth fortune, and they have their own kind of affair going on, and it's just all gonna kind of fall into like it's gonna kind of get spoiled somehow. Like I'm gonna try to make up some sort of comedic thing of like how things just keep going wrong. But the thing is, the little twist that I want to do is that I want Alexander Goth to kind of like eavesdrop on it, or like he'll hear things, or he'll see Dina doing weird things when she moves in, and like he'll overhear her conversations with certain people, and like every time he tries to like tell Mortimer that, you know, you're in danger, like I overheard, and like Mortimer just brushes her off, and like maybe like Alexander will overhear Dina talking about Bella, like his mom and stuff like that. Like just like little things will keep happening, and like everyone like he keeps trying to tell everybody, and everybody just doesn't believe him. Even Cassandra's like, that's not possible, like how could she, like that dumb blonde, have anything to do with, you know, our mom's disappearance and stuff. So she even brushes him off, and then like maybe something will happen where Cassandra kind of starts to believe things, and it just kind of looks really weird, especially like after, I don't know how I'm gonna make like Cassandra find out about Dawn. Like I'm really I'm really like excited to play it. Like I just have all these crazy ideas, and I think it'll be really fun. I think it'll be really interesting to play it out. I know like tons of people have like their own pre-made stories go on, or they play their game a certain way, but I've never really, like, I played with the Pleasants and I played with the Brokes, and I played with the Brokes, the Pleasants, and the Dreamers the most when I played the pre-made houses in Pleasant View. And I also played with like Nina and Dina Caliante and Dawn, but I never really played with the Goths. I always kind of left the Goths alone in The Sims 2. I thought that their story was so cool, and I just didn't want to, like, if I played them, I wanted to do them justice kind of thing. And I didn't play the pre-mades a lot in the, like, back in the day. I played more of my own family, and I made families, and I made my own neighborhood, like, you know, my own towns and stuff. So I didn't really do a lot of stuff with the pre-mades. But now that I'm like getting into it, I want to like totally dive in with the Goths. And what I also plan on doing with them is like maybe I'll bring Bella back. I don't know yet. I know that there's a way to do it. I have to figure out how to do it with SimPE and stuff like that so that she doesn't die right away. I don't know. I'm just really excited for it. But yeah, I remember when I first started playing The Sims 1 with one of my really good friends. We would always go to the Goths. Like that was the first family I ever remember really playing with. I know I skipped the newbie family because I didn't want to do the whole tutorial thing. I just wanted to dive right in, and I played with the Goths, me and my friend. And I just found that like the house is so iconic. That's why it kind of like in the name of the family, we're just like, oh, okay. I must have been in grade like 4. I was like 8, maybe 9. And I don't know. I just had a blast playing with them. And I remember like the whole daytime in the game, like we played with them. Everything was fun. We sent them to work, blah blah blah, sent Cassandra to school, and then it came the nighttime and they had a graveyard in their backyard, and I always thought that was really strange. Me and my friends were like, my friend and I were just like, what, this is really weird, like why do they have a graveyard back there? And we started realizing it's like, okay, like looking at the names, we're like, maybe that's their relatives, like who buries their, like that's creepy. But then the night fell and the ghosts started popping out. Poor Mortimer was terrified. My friend and I were terrified. We didn't know what to do, so we just exited. And we never played with the Goths again for a while after that. We got used to the game, and we realized that once we finally like realized you could kill Sims by fire or taking like all the crazy ways you can kill your Sim, we realized that it always made a gravestone, and we would just exit. But I remember us being like, well, why don't we try selling the tombstone so that like the rest of our Sims won't get haunted? And it worked. So we went back, we gave the Goths another shot, and we actually ended up loving the way that their lives turned out. They never got old or anything, because that wasn't a thing in The Sims 1. But it was always a really fun time. And like I said, the house was iconic. Now, if you guys recognize the wallpaper that I have in the dining room right now, like give me a big shout out, because I know you guys are like the OG Sims players. But I basically included this wallpaper. It's not the exact same one, but I thought it was pretty iconic to have in this house, considering the some of like the wallpaper in The Sims 1. These are actually kind of like the piano and that one plant that's very, very Sims 1-esque that was in the Goth house. I wanted to include that just for old time's sake. And yeah, I knew like it doesn't really look good. Like my boyfriend, when I always show him my creations, and my boyfriend saw it and he was like, what's with that wallpaper? And I'm like, well, it's if you've been playing The Sims for a long time, you'll understand. But yeah, so I hope you guys who are watching this who are still here, did enjoy that little tidbit that I did include in this house. There's a couple of little things, like I included the what's it called, the telescope upstairs. Now I know I want to add one eventually outside. In the attic, I have like an area maybe that Cassandra and Alexander can go and hang out when like they want to get away from Dina when she moves in. It's kind of like their little area. There's a pool table up there. There's like a painting easel for Cassandra. There is a robot making a little area there that I think and like some bookshelves that I think Alexander, because he's gonna be like really, I'm gonna make him really into like science and space and all that fun stuff. So I'm excited for that. And they can just go up there to hang out. And I really want Cassandra to be into like music, and that's just like why I included like a violin and a piano. I really want them to be into music and into her to be into painting. Kind of like maybe that's how she met. That's like how her and her and Darren kind of like formed a friendship, because they met like at a store, like at the grocery store, but like they noticed each other like at like painting classes or something like that. Like maybe they noticed each other, like, or she would see his work at the museum, and it kind of just like inspired her kind of deal, and like they're kind of each other's muses in a weird way. I know that Cassandra is essentially going to be Darren's muse, but not the other way around. Even like I'm not sure how I'm going to play that, but I have to kind of think of a story. If you guys have any suggestions, please like always leave suggestions below. I'm just really excited. I have to do the burp house, and I have to do an apartment, I want to do an apartment building, 2 apartment buildings. And because one of the apartments I want to include Kaylin in, and I'm excited for that because Kaylin is going to be featured in my little series that I'm gonna have on my TUMBLR. It's gonna be really cool. I'm really, really excited for that because I know that she's gonna be intertwined with Dawn, and she's gonna be intertwined with Daniel, and I think like that'll be really, really interesting, like especially because I want to get Mary Sue to the top of her political career, and like she'll be like the mayor essentially, but like she'll be the mayor, and you know what's more scandalous than the mayor and the president or the governor or whatever having an affair with their housekeeper, and what comes from having an affair sometimes is a little baby. So maybe I'll have that be a thing. I did kind of talk about that, talk about how I wanted Lilith to get pregnant. I still kind of want that to be a thing. I'm just kind of figuring out how I'm going to do it, because I'm going to be making up a bunch of gameplay rules, and I will definitely be including that in, like, if not in a video, I will make sure I have that in a in a post. And I'll make sure I leave the links when I finally finish that. I will be leaving a link to my website where the last video that I have on my channel is, as of right now, is my must-have mods, my must-have gameplay mods. So I did leave a link. I had a fun time making that, by the way, and I love the support you guys have, like, just you guys have been watching it and really enjoying that. So I'm really happy, and I left a link to my website. My website's kind of still under construction, but I've been like slowly going at it. I'm going to be adding more things to it, and I'm just kind of excited about that. And I always leave my my TUMBLR in the description below. So yeah, I guess I'm currently doing Cassandra's room. Yep, this is the room I made for Cassandra, and I gave her the biggest room because I feel like she kind of, in a way, like if her and Dawn, quote unquote, are supposed to get married, like they kind of deserve to have the master suite and stuff like that, and the big bedroom. And I left, like, you know, bookcases, and I feel like Cassandra would be really fashionable, even though she's not in her pre-made phase. She has like the whole like the whole ugly pigtails going on with the glasses and stuff, but I did change her already. But yeah, I think that she deserves the bigger room. Right now I'm doing Mortimer's room, and I have that picture of Bella there, and I just think that's like another really iconic poster. I know that I've read somewhere that if that is it's more inclined, I don't know if it's in Strangetown or if it's in Pleasant View as well, but if you have that hung up, you're more inclined to see Bella like walk by, or you're more inclined to see her, like you're more inclined to like be abducted, and when you return, she returns with you. I know that's a kind of, I don't know if it's that picture or if it's in Pleasant View that happens or in Strangetown, but I've always been kind of like, I've always known that that's more inclined. Now, I've never had Bella return with me, and I've never actually seen Bella in Strangetown before. I have always found that kind of like, I know if she's there, I know that she's hidden in the game code and stuff like that, but I've never personally experienced it. So it's like one of my goals to play in Strangetown and to get her to appear. Now, I do have an Uber hood set up with Pleasant View where I have the potential, or I have the what's the word that I'm looking for? I have the ability to get like all the other pre-made neighborhoods to be attached to Pleasant View. Now, right now, I just have besides like I was going to say Belladonna Cove, but it's not. Blue Water Village. That's besides Blue Water Village, which came with Open for Business. I have Strangetown attached, and I'm going to be, you know, like I said in the little series that I have planned, I'm going to be including the Strangetown families. Now, I haven't really touched Strangetown at all. I think one of the family, I think I gave the Beaker family a makeover, the one that has Nervous Subject. Now, I am going to be renovating all of Strangetown. So when I finally finish up with, you know, renovating some of the houses here in Pleasant View, like I said, I only have like 2 or 3 left that I'm going to be renovating, and then I'm going to go on to Strangetown. I hope you guys are going to be as excited about Strangetown as you guys were when it came to Pleasant View. I'm really excited to do that. I hope you guys are going to like it. I have the craziest stories that I'm just kind of been thinking of for those families. Now, there's a little bit of like, just like from what like my memory, just some of the things that I thought about Strangetown growing up. It was a very strange, a little bit too strange for me when I was a kid, but I did play with them a little bit, and I always thought they were very, very strange when either if it was the males, the brothers or the cousins or something like that are related, that are the one of them gets pregnant with the alien baby, or one of the the fact that there is somebody there that had a baby with death who got adopted and is like an abuse subject or a test subject essentially. Oh man, it's crazy. Like if you haven't gotten into The Sims 2, what are you doing with your life? I don't know. It's a very interesting game, the way that the Sims team set it up back then. And it was just, oh man, I'm just excited. Now I want to build some other kind of builds in The Sims. I have a neighborhood that I want to start working on, and I want to like kind of make it almost either like some sort of like supernatural kind of neighborhood, or that would be a suburb of it. But I also I want to do a farming neighborhood, because I love the farming setup that I have in with my game. I have a lot of mods when it comes to like my farming, like custom like harvestables and custom things like that. So I'm really, really excited to just do that. And I want to show you guys some of the things that I'm working on. And yeah, I don't know if you guys would like that. I know I have I have a video plan that's like how to beautify my neighborhood. Like I want to do something like that, like the neighborhood mods that I use. But yeah, so I've been really busy lately, and I feel like I've kind of been like, I won't say neglecting my channel, but I do kind of try to upload at least once a week. But lately I've just been really busy, like excuse me, I'm really busy with real life. I have I'm trying to look for a job, and I've been having like interviews here and there. I had an interview at a local coffee shop, and then I had an interview at Bath and Body. I had an interview at a locally owned like kind of like a dessert and restaurant kind of shop. It's not like a big restaurant or anything. It's just like a local one. And I'm really excited to see if I get a job there, because it's just down the street from where I live. So I'd be thrilled if I got a job, and it's full time. So I'm excited about that. I've just been like really just focusing on real life things. I've been spending a lot of time with my boyfriend lately, and kind of trying to manage my relationships and stuff like that. I haven't really been in the best of spirits. I've been kind of down, and like being away from my hometown is kind of starting to like affect me a little bit. Not having my friends, not that I really hung out with a lot of my friends back home all the time, but it was just like having that option available and being able to know that they were near and I'd be able to see them whenever I want, like that kind of thing. It's the fact that I don't now. It's just been kind of bugging me, I guess. I don't know. I just I'm kind of just starting to like just try to focus on real life things and focus on some of my real life goals. My boyfriend actually is currently on like a little bit of it's like a reading week, because he just did his midterms for college, and he's doing amazing with his schooling, and I'm so proud of him. But yeah, he went back home he might be there for a week or just a couple days. One of his friends from school is from where we're from, so he kind of like goes back home once in a while and asked like if my boyfriend needed a ride. So I'm having like weird separation anxiety, because like my boyfriend and I are like super close, and not just like obviously we're super close, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, but we're super close as friends too. So like we're always kind of around each other. So it's weird that he's gone. Like he actually recently, like not even that long ago, messaged me and just said like, hey, we're still driving, everything's fine. And I'm just like, okay, I still miss you though. It's weird. We haven't even been apart for a day, and I already miss him. But little girl stuff, I guess. I don't know. I feel kind of weird talking about like my relationship sometimes, because I never know like how if people like get annoyed with that. But if you guys do like long, oh, you probably hear that in the background. My neighbor's like coming inside. Oh, speaking of that, if you haven't seen my tweet lately, I'm so annoyed with living in apartments. Like, I can't wait to for my boyfriend and I to get our own like actual place, because living in an apartment is starting to like really draw on me. Just like people like living in close quarters with people is like too close for comfort. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I hope that wasn't too much of a disturbance. But yeah, you guys, I am coming to the end of this. I am just finishing up some of the last touches on the attic upstairs, and I hope you guys did enjoy this. And if you stuck by through this whole video, like, salute to you. Remember to leave your suggestions for the story down below, and if you guys want to check out Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, all those links are below, as well as the link to this download. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.